regions. The ARRASTRA's durable design and advanced twin-size 3 large shielding protect both the crew and those they rescue, making it a surprisingly effective choice for operating in the hazardous fringes, where an ARRASTRA may be the only ship available for the job. And while not equipped with any dedicated medical facilities, with ample living quarters, it can provide temporary refuge for those rescued, offering safety and some limited first aid until they reach their destination. For these reasons, using the ARRASTRA for search and rescue is number 5. Number 4. Brimming with advanced sensors and built for deep space, helps the ARRASTRA in exploring.
The RSI, this is interesting why I find this happening in the 10 plus years I've been following Star Citizen. Obviously, Drake loves ships that are duct taped together. I mean, in every sci-fi novel that has a ship that breaks down continuously, but somehow is the underdog and does the task that it's required of. You can talk about the Millennium Falcon. You want to talk about any Viper in BFG or BSG. You can talk about any Viper. The Cylons were picking them off left and right, but those humans knew how to fly those Vipers. You understand what I'm saying? They were all hunks of junk, but they beat the Cylons, didn't they? No. Kind of went, I don't know. I just don't even get me started about this. Don't get me started on the Battlestar Galactica talk. Please don't. I'm going to have to Adama everybody right now. You've been Adama'd. I'm Captain Adama. Okay, don't get me started about it. Don't get me started. RSI is growing on me. That's all I have to say. The designs of RSI are literally starting to grow on me. And I didn't think much of RSI. Connie, yes. Connie from the beginning of the time, yes. But never really put RSI up on like the top 5. And I'm going to have to say RSI is slowly moving up and up and up the scale.
Advanced sensors and built for deep space, helps the ARRASTRA in exploring and surveying the unknown regions of the verse. Whether it's scanning for mineral-rich asteroids or helping chart out new systems, the ARRASTRA turns the unknown into opportunity. Its robust design and self-sufficiency make it perfect for long-term expeditions into unexplored territories. While designed with a focus on mining and refining, there is still plenty of multi-role utility to aid in exploration. Atop its living quarters and long range, the ARRASTRA has a spacious 64 SCU rear-ramped cargo hold, capable of ferrying 2 Ursa rovers and additional supplies, all while still allowing you to gather valuable finds and any curiosities you come across, and with enough weapon and storage lockers to support the myriad of environments you may encounter. For these reasons and more, using the ARRASTRA for exploration is number 4. Number 3. The ARRASTRA stands as a testament to efficient industrial ops and can serve as a mining and refining hub for any org. Its ability to refine ore from either its own minables or the materials from a second prospector or mole means you can maximize every opportunity and persist longer at abundant resource nodes without having to make frequent pit stops back to dedicated space station refineries. Further, its long-range twin-size 3 shields and internal hab guarantees that your crew is comfortable every step of the way, allowing you to orchestrate.
Hold on. What size are they?
Operations as efficiently as possible. For these reasons, using the ARRASTRA as a mining headquarters is number 3. Number 2. Without dedicated infrastructure, remote colonies and research stations rely on critical supply chain links. The ARRASTRA can fulfill this role by leveraging mobile refining atop its other.
Oh. We're getting more women watching the stream now, so you better watch out, Wooksy. Your mother-in-law might be watching. I asked what size the shields were, and Wooksy says my mother-in-law's size.
Their multi-role capabilities, like helping to transport valuable goods for construction and bolstering outpost reserves. Beyond cargo transport for supplies and other provisions, the onboard refining reduces the outpost's reliance on external supply chains, helping improve independence, create helpful redundancies, or offload the excess for profit. This utility is particularly valuable in developing or sustaining outposts in newly discovered or hazardous regions, where where traditional supply lines are either stretched thin or non-existent entirely, and may be the only way a colony is able to get mineable resources. For these reasons, using the ARRASTRA for outpost support is number 2. Number 1. Carve out.
Such a good idea. I love that. I love this came to the Star Citizen genre. The top 5, the top 3. You know, something gets really big as a topic on YouTube, and when it gets like really mainstream adoption is when content creators come in and they're doing like top 5, top 3, top, you know, like anytime there's the top, you know, anytime you see these types of videos, it means it's starting to like get more widely adopted. Much more widely adopted.
Out your living and start a booming enterprise with a ship that embodies vertical integration. This creates unique economic opportunities for players by helping maximize profits while decreasing the costs normally associated with mining. While the ARRASTRA's onboard refinery won't be as efficient as the ones at larger space stations, the ability to refine on-site ensures you'll only keep the most valuable products, while the ability to persist at job sites longer more than makes up for the efficiency trade-offs and allows you to exploit lucrative veins to their fullest. This streamlines your operations, maximizes your yields, and capitalizes on opportunities that others might miss, and all from the comfort and convenience of a single ship. For these reasons, using the ARRASTRA for freelancing...
Listen, this is going to be, I can already tell, this is going to be a highly sought-after ship, especially in the trade field with traders and miners, people involved in economy. This is going to be like one of the more highly sought after ships, period. And it looks damn good as well. Right. You said the only ships in DG's hangars are giveaways. Absolutely right, bro. That's no joke, man. That's no joke. I just give it all away to you guys so that you guys have awesome fleets, like for real. By the way, we are giving away. Check this out. I'm going to post this link in here. Hold on one second. For those just coming in, I saw a new rush of people come in. So let's link to the new people, the awesome giveaway we're having here. Check that out. If you're watching on YouTube, you're still here with us, please like, share the video, and join our giveaway.
Is number 1. But what do you think about the RSI ARRASTRA? While I don't personally mine much in the verse, I love the idea of this all-in-one mining and refining ship. Plus, the ability to manage all this with a small crew creates amazing opportunities for players to profit, and for emergent gameplay opportunities around those groups. Do you plan on...
Everything about the game's emergent gameplay, by the way. Like, it's a sandbox. And it's interesting. Not only just like the ship types and their functions and what they do obviously bring dynamic play about, but just having a sandbox that's healthy, truly healthy, meaning that you keep danger in the sandbox. This is, you know, like you got to make sure that you have a backbone economic game loop to this. This year in 2024, I will be pounding the table on economic gameplay. I want there to be a backbone. I want there to be a retention like no other, and you get that player retention through your economic base. Gamers who love economic gameplay will log in every single night if it is persistent and they continue to gain assets in the game. That is their jam, and they will come every single night as long as it is stable economic gameplay that's diverse, that dynamic, that you can go around and make a good margin, primarily player controlled, that is policed. And I know this isn't going to be player controlled economy, and some people are upset when I say that because I come from a very staunch EVE Online background, okay? I understand the risks and the rewards of true player-driven mechanic trading where the big boys play, okay? It was EVE Online. I played it. And I had a blast with that type of gameplay. And that type of gameplay, right? We're not getting the player-driven mechanics in terms of the economy, in terms of supply and demand. We're going to be getting it from an NPC-led economy through a code or program called Quantum, developed by Tony Z and the economic team in Cloud Imperium. And it's going to be more based upon calculations of supply and demand. It's, I think, AI. They need to get AI-driven on this. And they need to replicate demand so that I don't feel like a piece that doesn't matter. That's the most important thing for economic traders and economic gameplay. For people that really love it, they got to make sure that every item has a purpose. They don't want the fetch quests to A to B. They don't want to make this the simple money. They do it in games like Elite Dangerous. They do it in other games, right? But the really good ones that stand the test of time always make sure that the assets have something that they go to that can be used for manufacturing or that can be sold for a nice margin, period. And you really get those variables when they line up like that in a sandbox that allows people to be a little bit more player driven. You always find that very sweet spot that keeps those economic game players coming back and back and back. And there's not enough talk about that. A lot of the Star Citizen content creators aren't talking about it because it's a little hot topic for them. And they don't want to delve too deep into that. But I know you hardcore traders out there. I know you hardcore manufacturers out there. I know what it is that you want because I was you. I did that for 5-6 years straight in EVE Online. And I had the best damn time doing it. And I came back every single day. And that's player retention. And that is what this game needs. And this type of shit serves a purpose. Right, Gator. And I love how passionate our community is about this type of gameplay because we were staunchly rooted in this from the very get-go. From the old days of 2014, 2015 when this channel was called The Games and we were theory crafting everything that didn't exist. And thank God they listened to us because a lot of the stuff that we were talking about now does exist. Can I get an amen on that? We were very instrumental in that.
Yes, sir. Can I get an amen?
That's something you guys should get the credit for because you were around and you know that you were instrumental in that. They listened to you. The gameplay that we're getting today is the result of all of us continuing to get our voices out there, to being heard by Jared and others that got us to this point that we are today, and I love it. And this is why in 2024, I'm going to continually pound the table on economic gameplay. It has to and must exist, and it has to have purpose. The assets must be tied to a physical, real demand economy, and I hope to God Quantum gives us that demand or simulates that demand properly so that I feel that when I'm going around the verse and that I am trading, that it's primarily to players who need it for a purpose, to build something for a war, to slay their foes. When I am trading cargo that has to do with that, I want to make sure it's going to a person that's going to use it for something fun, period. That is another aspect of gaming. That is another aspect of these economic game loops and mechanics that I'm talking about. It's so very important, does not get talked about enough, and that voice is here. Thank you. Off the soapbox.
Picking one up, how would you use it best? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you liked this video, here's another I think you'd enjoy. Or if you want to watch more of these videos, here's the...
I love this dude. I like this. Nice, concise, good broadcasting voice. I'm going to subscribe. I'm going to tell this guy good job. You know, you got to help these guys keep the fire alive so they continue the content. It's part of the process. It's part of this shitty game called YouTube. You know, I want to grow this amazing community, so make sure you are sharing and liking this. If you're watching this on YouTube, get involved in our giveaway. Try and make it here live with these amazing people here tonight. I'm having a blast with you. Thank you. Next, Pepe.